Yo, what is going on, boys? It's your man back for a return video after probably one of the longest breaks I've ever taken, because there were times where I haven't posted for years, but it's the longest break I've taken in quite a while, and my apologies for that. Many different reasons folded together. I just did not upload. That's just it. So, moving on to the current video, we have the SH Figuarts Mark 50 Iron Man from Avengers Infinity War. Now, you may be thinking, this is kind of an old figure. It's been out for quite a while now. Very random. Avengers Infinity War, that's quite old. Iron Man been dead for a while now. Yo, spoiler alert. But this figure is actually one I've wanted for quite a while. Ever since I acquired the Final Battle Thanos, I was like, I need an Iron Man to go with him, and this is the one I always wanted. And recently on eBay, I was crawling, I was creeping, I was being a little frisky in the eBay trenches, and I found this man for 60 bucks, and I was like, purchased. And then now here he is. And I will say, this actually is quite a tremendous figure. I've been waiting for a very, very long time to see this man, hold him in hands, and other than a couple of weird little things I don't like, it is quite a great figure. Now, moving on to the box, just to show it. And I have to make a special say because this is one of my favorite boxes. It's just nice, fancy. I've never had one of these weird, long, lanky, skinny SH Figuarts boxes. And I gotta say, I'm kind of a fan of it. It's weird, and I like it. Got some nice details on the side. And of course, I gotta say, anything with some nice, shiny foil on it, it's got me. I will like it because it looks fancy. Now, moving on, let's see what we got here. Paint and sculpt. So, for the paint, very, very nice on this guy. I do got to mention, I got this guy used, so there are some light paint flaws. You might be able to see a little scuff on the bicep there. There's a couple little dots on the chest. And then yesterday, I actually did it. I was putting a stand on, got some paint rub over here. Very rough. But it's not really noticeable stuff. And other than that, the paint is quite nice on this guy. It's decently strong. It will rub off pretty easy, get scraped up real easy. Like, I was just putting the stand on, and it just rubbed off. And I was just like, come on, man. I like this figure. But other than that, paint very nice. Very nice and shiny. It gets the look perfectly. The plastic they used is a little bit weird. It's kind of like, I don't even know, like, thin and... I can't describe it. This is one of those weird... If you've ever had a metallic, like, toy before, that's kind of what it feels like. It's got that weird kind of metallic-y plastic. I don't even know how you describe it. But it's not too bad in some spots. In other parts, like at the legs here, it's a little bit annoying. It's kind of creaky, cracky, and it doesn't really move the best at times. But, you know, not too bad for the look. That's kind of what you get. The price you pay for a sick Iron Man. Now, on to sculpting. I gotta say, the sculpting is quite nice on this guy. Accuracy, I'm not too sure. I feel like it looks a little bit off. Like, it doesn't look perfectly dead on, but it looks pretty decent. It gets the point across. And I think there are some very, very nice details with the line work. A lot of nice paint in the line work. And overall, a very nice look for this Iron Man. And for SH Figuarts, good paint, which they have kind of fallen off of a little bit now. Which, makes me bring up the Turles they just announced. Definitely smacked a pre-order on that sucker. Looking pretty tremendous. Coming out at some point, I don't even know. Now, moving on for articulation. When I got this guy, I think he was pretty much brand new, so a lot of the articulation was a little bit sticky, but we worked through it like usual. NECA fans out here know what we're dealing with. At the head, he looks up quite far for them flying poses. Looks down, pretty good again. Very nice range of motion here. There's a ball joint at the neck and in the head, so you get some nice side to side, all you're moving around everything. It's, again, that weird plastic, so it feels a little weird. I'd say just be careful moving the figure if you ever purchase. Got a nice butterfly joint here. At the shoulders, they move up and down pretty good. You just got to adjust to make it fit. Nice rotation there. At the bicep, we do have a bicep swivel. Sometimes they do that, sometimes they don't with SH Figuarts, Marvel specifically. A nice double jointed bicep works very well. And then at the wrist, this is actually very sad. It is just a ball peg. You don't get any swivel, no hinge, no nothing. Well, you get your swivel, but no hinge. And it's kind of sucky because I guess it just sucks. I don't know. I like my extra articulation, and I would like it now. And this guy's arms. Get at the torso here. This is actually a very weird torso. He's got, I think, 3 separate pieces in here. Like, there's one at the top here, there's one here, and then there's a separate one at the bottom here between the crotch and the thing, this weird mouth-looking piece. So you get some super decent articulation, but it's very, very gappy, as you can see. Some sweet gappage right there. It goes forward pretty well, and again, it goes back nice. You just got to watch out for some paint rub. Don't want to get too scrapey on here, because then after a while, if you're rough with this, you'll definitely be able to see it. Now, I guess you do have swivels here too, but I'm not pushing it. Now at the waist here, you do get, like I said, some tight thighs. They kick forward very nice. Again, just be nice and gentle with it, and it'll all work out decently. Goes back all right. It's got some weird action going on here where there's like multiple ball joints in here so that the thigh itself can move out from the thigh ball joint, and it all ends up being a little funky, and it makes it hard to kind of just stand them up. But if you work with it, it'll work. Reminds me a lot of a Revoltech figure, where you have to really, you have to know how to use it to get the full range of motion and everything out of it. And again, it is very creaky, so just be careful not break it. This is the part I really feel like it might happen, so just be careful. Ooh, goes out to the side pretty well. Comes back. Ooh, pretty decently. Moving on now. Double jointed knees. Also very creaky, but they work quite well. Oh, the whole legs on this figure, very rough. Be very careful. At the ankles, he's got interesting hinge up and down. He's got a nice little bit of a pivot. Not too much, but enough to get the job done. And then, of course, you can get your swivel out of it. Pretty decent ankle articulation. Just wish there was a little bit more pivot in the foot. And I think the foot is die cast, so it'll help a little bit with balancing, get him in the funky poses. And of course, he's got a little bit of a toe joint going on. Classic. Now, getting this man set back up to look normal. Standing a little bit on a lean, but we all right with that. Now, going over the accessories. This man sure does have a couple. So, we'll start with the interchangeable weaponry. Here, starting first, taser gun, looking sick. A lot of nice detail on this thing. A lot of nice detail on all the Iron Man pieces with all the line work and the gold and everything. Looks very good. This piece, you can actually take it apart here. Oof. Then you got the arm in there. That's how you interchange it. You just literally pull off one arm, put the arm back on, use it as the blaster cannon. And you're supposed to put a hand in there on that hand or on that arm, but I actually feel like you don't really need to. You can't really even see it in there, especially when you have the electricity in there, so it's not something you really got to do. But again, just accessories. And now this is one I really do not understand. You got like hand with the blaster on it, but this is just kind of it. Like with this one, you got your effect. It looks kind of cool. You know what you're going for. With this one, it does not work. Just bringing in some more accessories here. He comes with these like foot blast effects. They do not fit. These effects do not fit on this, so this thing is just kind of useless. Now, I thought maybe it's a gun, maybe it'll shoot bullets, but that's kind of lame. Why would you even include that? And we don't even get any bullet shooting effects? Terrible accessory. Now, moving on to actually just the hands in general. So he has fists on him right now. He has a pair of these kind of straight flying hands. Maybe you want him to go flying, do a sick flying pose. You can use these without using the thrusters. You know, you could cutting through the air. I don't know. Use those maybe as karate chop hands. You can get freaky with it. Now for these, we do have the blaster hands with the peg on it. And now taking the other accessories in, he only really has one shooting effect. He has the blue blast here. I believe that's blue. They look pretty good. Nice, decent effect on them. The paint's not too bad. And this one isn't really badly warped, but they do warp. So just be careful, I guess. I don't know. You can't really prevent that. But then he does have these, which you can put on here. And these are like the thrusting, the flying hands. Use that man's propelling through the air at fallacious speeds. And moving on now to the last pair of hands. He comes with these just generic kind of pose gesture hands. Now, they're pretty decent. I like it because, you know, Tony Stark in the movie, very expressive, I guess. You can use that for that. Turns out very well. And of course, I do like extra hands being added, because that is it. We get no more hands, no gripping hand, no blade hand. They just left it so that you can buy 7 more Iron Mans to complete it. Now, coming on to what I believe is the weirdest accessory. We have the, what is this thing called? Tamashii stage. We have the Tamashii stage, which is pretty much, move out the way here, you take it, a regular flat stand, just with a crate on the bottom for you to store your goods in. Which it really, I'm not sure what the point of that really is, because you can't fit all this stuff in there, and you definitely, I would not be stuffing my blast effects in there. I'd probably just warp them even worse. So I don't know. Do what you will with that. It does come with some stand effects. You got this piece right here. Then you got the nice little crotch cradle clamp, which is actually nice inclusion. We have the regular clamp. You just got to take the arms from the other one and put it on. And then this weird funky double joint looking thing, which you're supposed to combine together with this one. But when I see that, when I see multiple connection points, I just kind of see breakage. Which he does come with another adapter port, which you're supposed to put on here again, and then put that onto the figure. But I just use the clamp. All this looks like it's going to do is just break. So I'll just use a regular stand with a regular clamp. And we'll be pretty much getting the same use out of it. Same difference. But, I mean, what are you going to do? It's good that it at least came with a stand, because I feel like Iron Man needs a stand. He is a figure that needs it, especially when he comes with the flying effects, which he comes with 2 for the boots here. These ones I actually do like. They have some nice white on the end. Gives a nice compulsion effect. Just gonna go with that. Definitely didn't just make that word up. Now, looking good. A little bit weird with that bump, but it works nicely. Ooh, so, putting this man back. Ooh, he does have 2 pegs on the bottom of his feet for the blast effects. I'm not a big Iron Man guy. I don't know all the names for this stuff. I'll just wing it. We just go for it. And it usually works out at least decently. Now, getting this stand out the way, getting all the random junk that goes along with it also out the way. Putting this man in a decent pose, just kind of chilling in the back, because we are coming in for some comparisons. Now, it's actually just dawned on me that most of the figures I'm bringing in are much bigger than him. So we're going to have some scaling issues. Now, bringing, Thanos in here. You can see, much bigger. And also a new figure I was just gifted. Shout out to the boys. We got Captain America from Infinity War. Not the best figure I've ever seen in my life, but not bad for the collection. Now, zooming out here a little bit, just for some comparison sakes. We got Thanos, Iron Man, and Captain America. Now, the Iron Man and Captain America actually are from the same movie, but I feel like just the quality and figure, I guess the look, is just completely different. Like Cap, he looks nothing like whatever the guy's name is, Chris Evans. He looks nothing like him. I think that's the right name. He looks just nothing like him at all. I don't know if this was based off of like what is the concept art, something like that. Not good. It is not good. But the Iron Man and Thanos do look very good together, even though I'm not sure if this is the right Iron Man for Endgame. Now, getting the boys out of the way and bringing in some more Iron Man-y type figures. Got Diamond Select, Silver Centurion. Took me a second to think of it. And then we got Marvel Legends Ultron, which, again, nice figures to compare because they all have the same glossy, metallic kind of look, which I guess just shows the quality across companies. Take your pick. We got mid, and then expensive, because Marvel Legends have gone up in price again. So we got mid level, expensive. I'd say expensive looks the best, but of course, you get what you pay for. And now, bringing these guys out the way and doing just some generic SH Figuarts comparisons. We got the boy Leonardo, and I will say, happily, I have secured a Michelangelo, so I will probably be doing a review maybe of him soon. And then we got him next to Bardock here, which you can see we've got a very common scale here, which is kind of short, but I guess I did that to myself. I chose all the short characters. But again, just another nice comparison. Show them against some of the same brand figures, same company, I guess. So that's about it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. My break is gonna be stopped. This video was probably a little bit rough. It's been a while since I've done it. I cannot believe 3 weeks, it's probably about 4 weeks now at this point, logically. If we look at the Roman calendar, it's probably 4 weeks. But it's my time to return. I will be coming back full speed ahead. I don't know about multiple videos a week, but at least once a week again. And hopefully we'll be coming back with some sick figs. Maybe I'll be changing it up again, do some comic book videos, maybe a discussion video. I'll do a rant about how much I hate Todd's McFarlane figures. I hate that brand so much. I'm gonna make a 35-minute video on it. Now, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you the next time. The next figure review, if it's not Michelangelo, might be a Dragon Ball figure, probably something funky like that. Still got 2,000 NECA figures I gotta do, but we'll be there at some point. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.